So today we're going to be talking about Chapter 4 of The Mandalorian. We'll be going over some plot points, what we thought of the general show, and having a discussion about it. So I'm joined by my friend, Star Wars fan, and he'll help.
Hello.
No, there he is. He'll give another opinion that's a little different from mine. So the first thing I'm kind of curious about is how do the tracking fobs work for acquiring bounties? I kind of think it's important because if Baby Yoda's going to be chased by the second bounty hunter, that means there's probably more bounty hunters out there going for him, so I think it's also kind of confusing because it's logical to assume that the Mandalorian will know how they work, so it would make sense that he would try to, like, you know, disable it so Baby Yoda can live in peace and such, but even
So I think that, you know, the Imperial guys have given out more tracking fobs because they want, you know, Baby Yoda back because they weren't able to complete their mission or objective with him.
Yeah, their experiments.
But yeah, it's like I kind of have a theory that's like it's based off of like genetic material, but then again, it's like how did they obtain that without, you know, first, like, you know, tracking them
having
down.
it in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so
I kind of think it could be something like with Anakin and his mom, where they have that internal device that was implanted in them. But then again, how would Baby Yoda have it implanted in the first place? So I think that should be cleared up.
Maybe it's based off of their midi-chlorian count.
Oh, don't give me no. I don't know though. Disney might do that. But yeah, I think that should be important because if he was going to be left there on that planet and then he just got rejected, then I think it would make sense to have a reason for why he's constantly on the run and he can't just live in the backwater. So that'd be nice if they could explore that a bit more. Alright, so how about our new character that we got? The Cara Dune character. What do you think about her?
You know, I don't hate her. That's the good part. I don't hate her because honestly, I thought that like Disney was gonna do some like SJW type shit, where it's like, oh, I'm a woman, I could be strong and shit, you know. Like it wasn't really like that, you know.
Yeah,
like,
you kind of felt like
the fact that she was
a
like the fact that she, you know, was a woman didn't really bother me because, you know, like it wasn't like, oh, I'm a woman, I could be strong, you know.
I mean, they were pretty equal in combat, like they're throwing each other around, but you know, they felt kind of they felt equal. It's not like she was pushy and
or like a Mary Sue.
Yeah, because one of the reasons why I didn't like Captain Marvel is because I just hated the character. I didn't like how arrogant she was. Well, she was pretty arrogant and like bad bitch attitude kind of thing all the way through the movie, but
yeah, well, I mean, she was like that in Endgame too, so
exactly, she was like that. So, but this character, Cara Dune, like she wasn't perfect, and she was scared of the ATST and hesitant to fight it instead of like the Mando, like, oh, we'll figure it out. So she's not perfect, and I like that. Unlike Rey, who just can't really do anything wrong.
The first time around, I didn't notice that she had like the tattoo under her eye, like the. You know,
oh, what tattoo?
The rebel fleur-de-lis.
Oh, I didn't see that then.
The rebel sign. Yeah, see, exactly. You didn't even notice it. Like, honestly, it could probably pass as like a, you know, sort of like a mole or like a blemish, but no, it was actually a tattoo, I think.
Yeah, maybe we'll see it next time I watch it. But I mean, I don't know. She didn't exactly impress me, but she's not horrible, so
yeah,
that's good to see. All right, next plot point.
Let's talk about like the Mandalorian culture and.
Yeah, see, I think that's good.
Helmets.
So, yeah, I guess the big idea of this episode was Mandalorians don't reveal their helmets to anyone, or they don't take them off, and That's like the big part of their culture.
Well, it's like they could take them off, but they can't show their face to anybody else.
Yeah, it's like, you know, private. Like.
Although when the widow,
eating.
yeah, like
oh yeah, that lady.
She gave him the food by the window, and like he took off his like helmet by the window where like anybody could see him. It's like what?
Yeah, like the window was open, but
yeah,
I guess
it doesn't really make much sense.
All the kids are distracted with Baby Yoda, so I guess.
Yeah, but like one of them like were to have to like look up, then you know, uh-oh, he can't put back on the helmet.
I know exactly right. I mean, that's just a little plot point. I don't really think about too much, but
yeah, but
that makes I was like, what?
but even like a bigger problem is that I don't know what Disney has in mind for
yes.
We have
Clone Wars.
It's now been established that Mandalorians cannot take off their helmets. However, in other Star Wars media, Mandalorians
Disney Star Wars media.
Well, Disney Star Wars media, whatever. But in other Star Wars media, there's debate now whether Jango or Boba Fett are actually considered Mandalorians. But even if we look that aside, even in the animated Clone Wars series with like the Death Watch, the Mandalorians are there. Pre Vizsla, he takes off
exactly.
His helmet, it's no big deal.
So who is the Mandalorian? Who isn't? It's up in the air. I mean,
Star Wars has some like serious retconning to do.
Yeah, I mean perhaps because they were like the terrorist group Death Watch. That's like not true Mandalorians and stuff, because that was a whole big debate and stuff. Like the galaxy didn't know who was a Mandalorian, and they kept fighting each other. So I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of interesting. Makes you second guess yourself. All right. Another little thing I was thinking about is they tried to convince us again that a bounty hunter is going to kill Baby Yoda.
Oh yeah,
it happened in the first episode with IG-11 and then the new guy.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't understand how they like were. I don't think why they thought that was a good idea to pull again.
Oh, maybe it's gonna happen, but no. Just get shot in the head and the kid lives. So yeah, that's kind of goofy. I hope they don't pull it again. We'll see though.
Yeah, because it's just like a boy cried wolf scenario. It's like, it happens so many times, and it's like I'm not gonna believe
it.
Exactly.
Although if it happens, I think Disney's gonna get killed if they kill Baby Yoda.
Exactly. And plus, it's gonna completely like obviously I think the Mandalorian like the show The Mandalorian revolves completely around.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
What's gonna happen with this Baby Yoda character?
Yeah, I kind of find it interesting how they putting all the importance on Baby Yoda like that. I thought it'd be more like him on his own, but now he is the secondary character. And yeah, Baby Yoda is he's like sentient and conscious because he was like
50 years old.
Yeah, I mean, but even though he's like still an infant in physical stature. Like, he's, like, not doing what the Mandalorian tells him to do, and he eats stuff, and it's not just, like, a internal instinct, it's kind of just him goofing off and such. So that's kind of funny. Okay,
I kind of like how the ATST looked in the dark. Like, the red interior kind of, like, shining through its eyes, kind of.
I don't know, that didn't really work for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of thought the blaster sounds sounded off. Like, they didn't sound like I recall them.
Well, I think it's because in, like, Return of the Jedi, it goes, like, pew, pew, right?
Yeah,
but, in this one, it was, like, pew.
It was kind of quick. It wasn't as
one instead of two.
Big. Yeah. I mean, blaster sounds have never been consistent, so... In all Star Wars,
I guess well, I don't know how the Raiders got a hold of an ATST, but I guess they weren't able to use it properly.
Yeah, they were kind of
don't know all the ins and outs of it.
Oh, one moment.
concerned. The Clankers are making another land grab, and naturally it's up to us to stop them. Good thing I'm in the mood to throw a really big housewarming party.
And another thing, I kind of thought the love subplot with the widow lady in the village was... It felt forced and rushed, like... They just had it in there to show that the Mando might not want to be a Mando. That should have been pulled out between a few episodes, but it makes sense why they couldn't. And then I think the biggest thing for this episode is, it's definitely that it felt like a filler episode. I mean, they used a really common Western motif and ran with it, like...
Yeah, like the lone gunman helping out a village.
Yeah, that's been overplayed. I mean, it's not bad, but you know... Every other episode has been pretty original.
Yeah,
it definitely felt
really,
different.
Yeah, it didn't really advance the whole story of what's gonna happen with Baby Yoda and whatnot. It didn't advance the overall plot, it was just like a subplot.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we wouldn't get this kind of stuff, but it makes sense.
Yeah, like the thing is like it's episode 4. We're already halfway through.
Exactly.
And not a whole lot has actually happened if you think about it.
Mm-hmm. Mando has basically captured Baby Yoda and taken care of him now. So yeah, that's kind of like the biggest thing. I kind of felt like the dialogue was a bit stiff and could have been a little bit better. So yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, not the best by far.
Yeah, it was very like action oriented, which you know I kind of like.
Yeah, like they're fighting and they're taking on the ATST and everything. Wasn't bad by any means. I don't think it's gonna get
still better than Last Jedi.
yeah, at least it's original and you know doesn't do anything wrong. And honestly, these are really just minor gripes besides the Western trope filler idea. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It was okay. Alright, so that's gonna conclude it for today's video, and yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, see you next time.
Yeah, we talked